Hello, and welcome to another Tuesday Takeaway. I'm glad you've taken just a moment or two to join me as we reflect on the teaching from this last weekend. This last weekend was Mother's Day. Hope you didn't forget. And we reflected on honoring our mothers. There's a couple of things that I just want to hone in on today that I think we all need to be reminded of. Number one is making sure that we are creating a culture of honor in our homes. A culture of honor in our homes. You know, if we'll do that in our homes with our kids and with our spouses, that will carry on into our work environments, it'll carry on into our community environments, and ultimately it'll carry on into our nation. So that's number one, create a culture of honor in your home. And secondly, is always counsel your kids to obey God's word. Nothing could be more important than guiding and directing and pointing our kids to the truth that is in God's Word. It's one way to teach them how to honor you, because the Bible does say, honor your father and mother, and it's something that God expects of us. And when we counsel our kids to obey God, we're showing them what it looks like for when they become parents. I think that's very, very important. We sure do appreciate all of our moms, our grandmas, our great-grandmas, the influences that they've had on our lives. If you have struggled with the influence, maybe you've had a negative influence from some of those figures in your life, I want to challenge you to forgive them and just work on creating a culture of honor. Stem the tide, change the family tree, create that culture of honor in your own home, and then also counsel your kids. Even if your parents didn't, even if your grandparents didn't counsel you to obey God's word, you can make a difference by counseling your kids to obey all that God's word has to say. And of course, that starts with loving God and loving people. Well, I trust that you'll have a good rest of your day and that you'll join me again next week for another Tuesday Takeaway.